Yeah, it's very relaxing. I don't even know if my sound works because I'm using my iPad for the first time. But good day to you anyway. We don't get rain here during summer, so I thought I'd simulate it. No, I'm not too far away. Maybe it's just the iPad, I'm not sure. A whole bunch of coffee screaming in the background. Actually, just a baby, pink and grey, down off his nut. Now I have a cup of coffee arriving. Nice cover to keep me going. The iPad. Just a bit better. We're on the west coast of Australia, on the east coast of Australia. It's just flooding. All it's doing is storms, rain. One town near Townsville in Queensland, 380 millimetre of rain overnight, which is about a foot and a bit, which is a lot of rain. So this is Watch the Grass Grow channel, which it is actually. Nice this time of night. It's not hot. Sun's just about to go down in about an hour and a bit. Yeah, well, you don't want to swap weather with us we had last week, Blue Ridge. 6 days over 40. You don't want that. I actually had green fried tomatoes in the garden, literally. We used to live in New South Wales. Muggy as buggery during summer. Lived in Richmond and Riverston. Right away live in that area, just shy of the Blue Mountains. Very muggy. Looking forward to a 33. Even when it gets cooler here, it's 35, 36. Today was an exception. I think we had 32, which was, well, nice. But we're coming up to 40 again on Saturday. Yeah, I used to work around Sydney for years. You drive down into the city, might only be 28, 29 degrees. You know what I'm talking about, Blue Ridge? And you're sweating your box off. The humidity is horrendous. I put it down to there's too many people in the one spot sweating at the same time. Plus, if you've ever driven down Parramatta Road, make sure you pack a lunch and dinner. Oh, Hunter's nice. That's nice country up there. I remember a mate of mine used to work up and live up around the Hunter, and he always used to say, when people said, "What state do you come from?" He said, "The Hunter." And they said, "Oh, you mean New South Wales?" And he said, "No, we're separate. We're the Hunter region." I know what he was talking about. Actually, it's good. It's one of those weird places. If anyone's ever driven up the Hunter, you'll have to remind me. Where's those big waterfalls that come down during winter alongside the road as you're winding your way through there? I'm trying to think. Can't remember the actual place. But some of those areas up there in winter, like Scotland, green hills, pastures, all green. Not in my state. It's just basically the one different variation of brown or red. Yeah, we know you're in New South Wales, but don't tell anyone. G'day, sugar, and good night to you, by the look of it. Yeah, well, this was brown just prior to Christmas. We had horrendous heat, and we've just had it again. But we got the lawn back up, which is good. I got a friend that sent me a video. He's from Canada. If you're there, Tom, g'day. And blizzard conditions up there. Yeah, it's looking good actually, the lawn, like I say. Less than a month ago it was horrendous. It was just brown and crispy. No, I'm thinking of a specific area. You know the area that as you're going up through the Hunter and then up through, it's New England. I'm thinking of New England. Sorry, Blue Ridge. You know when you go up through New England and you go through those highways that wind around they're not mountains, but big hills, and the waterfall. We got stuck a couple of times having to wait for the flow to stop. Literally just waterfalls onto the road. Hi, COVID. How you doing? I'm going well. No COVID here. All right, sugar. We always laugh. I'm in West Australia. We laugh when people say, "Poor buggers in West Australia, they're all locked down." No, we're not. In all the time that this little pesky virus has been around, we have had 12 days of lockdown. And everyone's at work. Nothing shut down. We've got a bit of a virus kicking around now, thanks to some backpackers from the eastern state. Thanks very much. And it probably will explode. There's no question about that. Hello, Leroy. Famous Canadian. There's a statue of Leroy in the middle of Canada. But summer's been a bit hot. I've lived here a long time. Climate change? It doesn't really matter. Climate change or not, it's hot. Yeah, no, beautiful country up in New England. not inland, virtually. We stay a little bit closer to the coast, that area. Place literally looks like you're driving through Scotland in winter. It's just so green. Yeah, I've no doubt we are, but about 97% of Australians have had their first shot. A lot have had their second, and a lot of people getting their third. Good on them. It's like a shield. I mean, I've been vaccinated my whole life. When I was a little kid, they kept putting needles in me. Well, like I say, we've got family all over Australia. And poor old sister-in-law she lives in Richmond. She's locked down forever, and we're not. But this current virus is a sneaky little bugger. It's getting in everywhere. G'day, Jinx. G'day, VMAC. But like I say, when you talk about people saying they don't want to get vaccinated, that's fine by me. It doesn't bother me. You do whatever you like. Just there are consequences for doing things in life. And that's up to every individual. When you think about it, in my state, the final tally would be around about 96%. Triple vaxxed. Yeah, when we're saying Jinx, it's snowing heaps there. I bet it's bloody cold where VMAC is at the moment. But look, there's been vaccinations throughout my life. Forever. G'day, Tony. Good to see you, mate. It's like, it's a shield. Does it work to keep you fully protected? Nah. No vaccination's ever been able to do that. It's like me saying, me and VMAC are going for a walk outside. We stand on her porch and it starts to rain. Well, me and VMAC could probably get a raincoat. That would be a smart thing to do. Some people would get off the veranda without a raincoat and they'd get wet. Third on Christmas Eve, good on you, mate. Mask for 2 years. No, we've only just started wearing masks again. -20, bugger that. Well, we had 6 days over 40, just finished VMAC. Would not have liked that at all. Caught me after your shower. Normally I catch you just before. Got to wash the grime. Yeah, 6 days of, well, more than 40. I think 44 was our hottest, but 42, 43, 44. Yeah, a lot of Canadians wouldn't do well. You know where you watch an autumn leaf hit the ground? Imagine there's a maple leaf hits the ground in Australia in the middle of summer. Before it hit the ground, it'd be crisp and vaporise. You can always rug up for the cold. It's very hard to take layers of skin off during the heat. Ah, that'll be the 49er. Hollywood! We would have been in Canada by now if it wasn't for the nasty little bugger floating around the planet. We planned to go there last year, probably about September, but didn't happen. You can actually, it's quite true, Ross. 40 degrees is enough to make beef jerky. If I get one of my cast iron pans out in the middle of a hot day here, bacon will sizzle and eggs will fry. Oh, the garden got fried with the heat. What you can't do, you can keep soil moist, keep the fluids up to it and everything, but when it gets so hot for about 6 days in a row, it just cooks them. I'll show you some. There's some left over the other side here. See if I don't get a wet ass. Some beautiful ones. They've been producing really well. But here are some fried. That's sun. Like sun-dried, what's the name? No, it was mean and nasty. We get several bites of the cherry and some more cucumber. This is my third crop of cucumber down the back there. But these little cherry aromas are absolutely delicious. Get the buggers in shot. They are unbelievably delicious. And you just keep picking them and they just keep growing. But yeah, so we've had a look. I think I'm back. I went a bit too far away. Actual routers in the house about 70 metres away, so I just lost you there. But we had a lot of sun-dried fruit and veg because it was so bloody hot. Am I back yet? I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm back at all. Or maybe I was never here. I'll wait a couple more minutes. No one comments, I'll just shut it down. There's the sun going down. Critters are pretty smart. They don't come out too early in the cool morning. But you don't see a lot of, like I say, we lost a lot of fruit and veg to the heat, but not to the insects because they were smart enough not to come out. I did try and take you down the back where the apples were and show you how they were cooked. All right, Tony, have a good one, mate. Stay safe. -35. I mean, like I say, literally the cold for me is like, yeah, it's cold. But to have like 2 or 3 months of it, nah. 2 or 3 months of heat, well, we get about 5 months of heat. And you can turn the aircon on. You can wander around early in the morning and get work done, or late in the afternoon. Very hard to do that if you've got -35. In fact, I imagine there's very little happens in people's backyards in Canada during those cold temperatures. Not as if you invite a lot of people over for a barbecue in the middle of January and February. I lived in Canada. I'd built a little sort of lean-to cabin down the back in the garden. I'd have a wood heater in it, probably a fridge, a couple of beers and some other stuff. So you can still invite people over. Yeah, I remember the cold as a kid. Like I say, I used to live in the UK, in Scotland, and it's when it gets what VMAC just said, the dry cold, and then you add wind. Jeez. 206, I think. That's about the price of the 98. It just varies, it's all over the place. Inflation is real. Wages aren't keeping up. Same old story. Yeah, I know VMAC, but if it's blowing and it's -35, that barbecue's going to be in a shed somewhere. You invite people around in winter in Australia, it's like 12 degrees Celsius. You go, oh, geez, too cold for this, we'll go inside. Well, there is a difference. I remember as a kid you'd get that wet snow. That's another pain in the ass. $1.50, I think we're the same parity price on the dollar. It's about $2.05 or $2.10 for premium here. Had a bit of a worry on diesel in Australia for the last couple of months, but that's been fixed now. Yeah, I imagine you got outside pot belly heaters. I imagine VMAC, that'll be the game. Or even a 44-gallon drum with holes cut into it, lid off, lots of timber in there. I remember doing it. You stand around a hot fire, and your back's frozen, so you'd have to turn your bum and your back next to the fire for half the time. Yeah, you can't beat a nice fire. I've got a beauty. I've got what looks like a Canadian cast iron wood stove, which I'm going to put around that way one day in the barbecue area, put a roof over it. What do you make dinner? You're probably not going to like what I say. I had a couple of pieces of fillet steak. I did 2 potatoes in their jackets with sour cream, chives, a little pinch of smoked paprika on top, just to add a little kick. It was nice. Actually, I wonder if I've never used the function on this thing before. We'll try zooming in on the apples. It does work, look at that. Those apples down the back, most of them are burnt on top. Medium rare, James, medium rare. No, I don't. I cook a lot, but I don't do a lot of videos. These are the UFO. You can't see that, but there's plenty of chilies on that too. A bit like your iPhone. Just spread your fingers on it and away you go. Oops. Lost a bit of height. There we go. Oops. I'm not very good at this. The sun is going down on this part of the country. I like mine still on its owner in the field, yes. It wouldn't be fair if we went out to dinner with Vimet and we had, fillet steak, she has a salad, and we say, we'll split the bill. If I was VMAC, I'd say, pay for your own. Well, you can do that here, no problem at all. But you can't complain. Like I say, we don't have snow. Yes, it's hot, but you can get cooled off. Air conditioners. We've got plenty of insulation in our house. Where's Mrs. Seeds? Look at that patch there. See that mark there? That's an underground grave. Mrs. Seeds, hello? No, she's on the veranda. I'm just kidding. I buggered up the lens, have I? Sorry about that. You up there?
Yeah.
Just yell out, g'day to him.
Hello.
There you go. Jinx says hello. Leroy says nothing. VMAC says hello, I'm sure. Ross says g'day. He paid $2.06 for 95 unleaded. Mind you, you don't need to buy petrol, Ross. You just need to buy a canoe. I know what's been going on in your area. You don't need to drive, you just need to paddle. A lot of rain up there. Jeez. There's the barn on the west. Wet as a drowning sock on the east. La Nina, I think it is. Not sure. Just keeps coming down over there. Last time we had rain, it's when I turned the sprinkler on, like tonight. Oh, there's just been a short, sharp one to say good day. We haven't done a live. Been busy with kids and grandkids and going places and doing things. You're 120 above sea level. It's just as well you do. And you know why, Ross? Because all down on the bottom of the valley, they're all floating away. Enormous amount of rain over east. A couple of our kids are over there at the moment saying, what's it like? They say it's just wet all the time. All right, I'm going to shoot off. Just wanted to say good day to whoever and hope all are going well. Sorry about the snow in some parts of the world. It's what happens. But you're better off being there than being here, particularly my Canadian friends. They would just die in this heat. All right, I'll see you in another 12 months. Take care. Goodbye.